Hello friends, welcome to our channel Automation Community. Today we will see how to use DopSoft HMI software, and by using that software, how you can create an interesting input-output simulator for yourself. Now you would be thinking, what is the use of this? So the answer is, while learning PLC programming, you would be practicing so many examples. So just by using this screen, you can simulate any programming examples. As you can see, here there are so many inputs, outputs, and you can also see the present values of data register, counter, timer. Here there is also numeric entries and analog slider for programming examples like temperature sensor and pressure sensors. So friends, just by watching this video, you would be able to learn how to create new project in HMI, selecting PLC and simulator in HMI, and also how to insert buttons, indicators, numeric displays, numeric entries, analog sliders in HMI, and also inserting text and doing the offline simulation of your project. So friends, without wasting the time, let us start our HMI designing. So just by clicking here on the icon of DopSoft HMI, I will open up my software. So friends, after opening this such interface will open, we have to click on new file. So here this dialog box will open. This is the model number of HMIs and this is the resolution of that particular HMI. For this example, we will select 800 by 480 resolution. Here we will give name to our project. You can give any name. Just click on next button. Here there is an important setting. For communication, we have to select our simulator which we have created in our POM-GR. Okay. If you want to learn how to make that, you can watch our first video of software introduction. Now just click on finish button. This kind of interface will open. This is our working space, and from here we will draw or insert required things. Now from here we will insert button. There are so many kinds of button, but mainly we are using momentary and maintain. First of all, let us understand maintain buttons. So by selecting from here maintained, we will just draw a rectangular box here like this. Double clicking it, this dialog box will open. First of all, we will write address to it here. Now this is our inputs, and in programming PLC, what we denote input as X, and here I will write X0. So my input of X0 of PLC, this will be controlled in HMI from this box. Okay, just click on enter. Now there are two methods to represent this. First, simply we can select condition color for here. Now there are two methods to represent this button. First of all, simply we will select color for off condition. This is 0. So when the switch is off, it will be red color. Now select 1 and select green color. Click OK and OK here. So from here you can see off state and on state. So when the switch is on, switch will appear like this, and when the switch is off, switch will appear like this. This is the simple way to create it. But if you want to insert the image of switches, so simply we will go to picture. Now this is a picture library. So we will just go to modern button library, and from here we will select our required picture. So for example, off state, I am selecting this picture. So I will click on it and click OK button. First of all, I have to remove this red and green colors. So I will go to main and remove these colors and select white color for both 0 and 1 condition. Now again, from here you can select the shape of button. For example, if we want to round button, we will select round, so it will be round. And now we will go again to picture and select our picture library. From here I select this to represent the off condition, so I will click on OK. But here you can't see button, so we will just click on this and click stretch all. So now you can see the button, but this is for 1, we have to select it for 0. So again for 1 we have to select another image. So just by clicking here we will select this for pressed condition. Okay, now click OK here. So when the switch is off, it will represent like this, and when the switch is on, it will appear like it is pressed. Now we want to create multiple buttons like this. So each time we don't want to select a picture and give its address. We will simply select it, right click and go on duplicate. From here you can easily create multiple buttons. Here we only want one row, so we will select one. In one row, how many buttons you want? For example, we want 6 buttons. This is the spacing between the buttons, so we will increase this to 10. Okay, now we want the buttons in horizontal direction like this, so we will keep it as it is and click OK. So now you can see we have created multiple buttons in horizontal direction. Not only that, images are selected by itself and its address also given by itself. You can see this is x0, this is x1 and so on, this is x5. So our multiple input buttons are created automatically. So let us understand what is the maintain button. Whenever I will press it for a first time, it will be closed and remain closed until I press again it and release it. Now we will see momentary button. Now again we will draw a box, and the same way we will give its address. We have already used x5 up to x5, so now we will write x6 and just click enter. And similar way we will select image for it, but before that we have to select round from here. Now we will select image for it from picture library. So for momentary buttons I am using this image. As I said earlier, we have to do this to stretch all. Now for on state, again we will select this image. Yes, button is not showing, so we will just click stretch all and now button is appearing. Click OK here, and now you can see our button is created. If you want to create multiple buttons, just select it and right click and click on duplicate. For example, say we want 5 buttons only, so just click OK, and now 5 buttons are created. And you can also see its address. Now here it is x6, x7. After x7, in our Delta PLC, inputs represented as octal numbers. So after x7 here it will be 10, x10, x11 and x12. There will be no x8 and x9. Now what we want, we want to name these switches. So first of all we will select text box from here and drag and create a rectangular box. Double click on it, just go on text and write here x0. Just click OK here. So now it is created. We want it to be in center, so we will select this. Similarly, we will give name to all other switches. So friends, I have given name to all my inputs. Now we want to create outputs. For that we will select indicator and multi-state indicator. Like before, we will draw a rectangular box here. Double click it and now we will write address. So in the PLC we represent output as Y and we start from Y0. So we have entered Y0. So if in the PLC our Y0 output is off or on, it will represent it in this box. So just click enter. Now again we can select a shape here. We will select round shape and picture from here. Use this library define lamp, or you can also use modern lamp 2 state. For off condition we will simply use red. Click OK. You can't see button here, so just click stretch all here and now we can see button. For on condition, again we will select image modern lamp 2 state. So here it is modern lamp 2 state. For on condition we will use green indication, so just click OK. Again stretch all from here. Now we can see button and just click OK. So a button is created. For on condition it will appear like this, and for off condition it will appear like this. Now we want to create multiple buttons or multiple outputs like this. So just select it, right click and click on duplicate. So from here let's say we want 11 buttons or 12, because we have 12 inputs. So let us say we want 12 buttons, or I'm sorry, 12 outputs in one row in horizontal direction, and spacing is 10. So just click OK. As you can see here it is overlapping, so we need to reduce its size. So Control Z. First let us reduce its size. Right click it and click on duplicate and click on OK. So now our button is created. Likewise we will adjust it so that it fits our screen. So again Control Z and try and error we can make this. So this you can see it is utilizing our whole screen. So now it is okay. Now again I will select text box from here and give it a name here Y0. So double click it and in the text we will write Y0. Simple click it OK here, and you can also select bold, size, color from here. Now we won't change it and just click OK here. Similarly, if you want to make it central, so just select it and now it is came in center. Similarly, we give name to other outputs. So friends, I have given name to other outputs also. So here we have completed designing of input and output. Now what we wanted to display here value of data register, counter and timers. So for that we will go to data display and select numerical display. Again we will draw a box here like this. Double click on it. Before that, now we want a 9 box, 3 for data register, 3 for counter and 3 for timer. So first of all we will just copy paste it, Ctrl C and Ctrl V. This we will create 9 boxes over here. Friends, I have created the 9 boxes over here. Now we will give addressing to each box. So here we want data register, so we will go to D and here we will select D0 and press enter. So whatever will be the value of D0, that will be shown over here. Likewise here we write 1 and press enter. Click OK. Again here we want 2 because D0, D1 we used, now D2. Click enter. From here you can select the border color, background color and here the shape. Right now we are keeping it as it is. Just click OK. Similarly here we will write P because we want to show the value of counter. So whatever will be the value of counter 0, that will be shown over here. Just click enter. Okay. Again here we want to show counter C1. So just write C1 and enter and okay. Again here another counter C2. Likewise here we will select T for timer T0. So whatever will be the value of timer T0, that will be shown over here. Just click enter. Again here timer T1, enter. Okay. And in the same way here we will write timer T2 and enter and okay. So friends, we have given address to all of these boxes. You can see it here. Select that box and you can see the address of box that here. Now like this text box, we will also name it here so that we can know which box represent which value. So simply I will go to text box and throw a box over here. Double click on it, go on text, and here we will write D0 because it represents the value of D0. Select center to make it in center. Similarly, I will give name to all other boxes. Now friends, we want to draw numeric entry over here. So for that we will go here, input, and we will select numeric entry. We use this function to get value from users. So just draw it and double click on it. Here we can write address. Right now I am giving it D1. As friends, I have already used D1 for data display, but I am using here D1 just to show you that whenever we will simulate, write data over here and it will be represented in D1. So you can understand that it is working. Similarly, we will create another numeric entries by just Control C and Control V. We can draw other numeric entries. Friends, don't forget to change its address. Now we will write here data register 3 because we have already used data register 0, 1 and 2, and just click enter and click here OK. Whatever we will write in numeric entries, that will be stored in data register. So we are selecting D over here for addressing. Here we will write D4 and enter. So this value will be stored in D3, this will be stored in D4. This I have written D1 so that you can understand that it is working and showing it here. Finally, our last element, analog slider. So we will go to analog and click on slider and just draw a rectangular box over here. As you can see, this is the horizontal bar. So double click it. From here we can select a vertical. So now movement will be in vertical direction. Again in the address, here I will write data register D2. Why D2? Because while simulating, if I change the value of this, you can see its value over here. So you can visualize that it is working. It is still horizontal, so double click it and we will select vertical and click OK. Now it is vertical slider. Again double click it. You can set a minimum and maximum value of it from here. So friends, we have completed our HMI designing. That's all for today guys. It's ladder programming and simulation I will do in next part. Till then, download the software and practice up to what I have taught to you. Thank you for watching guys. If you want to learn new examples like this, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel and keep watching our videos.